Hello guys, we're gonna study about solving linear equalities today. So now let's go to solving inequalities by addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction properties of inequalities. First, if A is greater than B, then A plus C is greater than B plus C, and A minus C is greater than B minus C is true for greater than or equal. If A is less than B, then A plus C is less than B, and A minus C is less than B minus C is true for less than or equal. The solution of an inequality can be graphed on a number line or written using set builder notation. So let's solve an example. 3m minus 7 is greater than 4m plus 1. So let's do this question. So 3m minus 7 minus 3m is greater than 4m plus 1 minus 3m. We time 3m both the side, and now we cut. So minus 7 is greater than m plus 1. Negative 7 minus 1 is greater than m plus 1 minus 1. Negative 8 greater than m, or m is less than negative 8. So let's go to solving inequalities by multiplication and division. When you multiply or divide each side of an inequality by a negative number, you must reverse the direction of the inequality symbol. And multiplication and division properties for inequalities is, if C is positive and A is less than B, then AC is less than BC and A over C is less than B over C, and if C is positive and A is greater than B, then AC is greater than BC and A over C is greater than B over C. If C is negative and A is less than B, then AC is greater than BC and A over C is greater than BC, and if C is negative and A is greater than B, then AC is less than BC and A over C is less than BC. This property is true for greater or equal and less than or equal. So now let's solve some example. Negative 5y is less than 12, less than or equal than 12. So now 5y is greater than 12, negative 5y. So divide by negative 5, divide by negative 5. So the answer is y is greater than negative 2.4. So now solving multi-step inequalities. Inequalities involving more than one operation can be solved by undoing the operation in reverse order in the same way you would solve an equation with more than one operation. The important expectation is that multiplying or dividing an inequality by a negative number reverses the sign of the inequality. So now let's solve some examples. Negative 3f minus 7 is greater than negative f plus 9. So now negative 3f minus 7 plus f is greater than negative f plus 9 plus f. F both sides are now here. So negative f minus 7 is greater than 9. So negative 2f minus 7 plus 7 is greater than or less than 9 plus 7. Negative 2f is greater than or equal to 16. So negative 2f divided by negative 2 greater than or equal to 16 divided by negative 2. So f is less than negative 8. Alright, for you again. Here, big. F is less than or equal to negative 8. This is the answer. So now solving compound inequalities. Two inequalities considered together form a compound inequality. So now let's solve some examples. 2k minus 5 is greater than 7, or negative 3k minus 1 is greater than 8. So 2k minus 5 is greater than 7, and 2k is greater than 12. Move 5 there, plus. Now k is greater than 6, and negative 3k minus 1 is greater than 8. negative 3k is greater than 9, we move 1 there, so it will be negative 1 moved to the right side is plus 1, so 8 plus 1 is 9. Now k is lesser than negative 3. So when we graph, it will be like negative 3, 2, 1, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be not full stop, it's like just a circle and circle here. So this is the answer. Then another question, 4 is greater than n plus 6 is greater than 9. So n plus 6 is greater than 4. So n is greater than negative 2. And here is r. And n plus 6 is less than 9, and n is less than 3. So when we graph, it will be like negative 3, negative 2, negative 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it will be like negative 3 here, 3, sorry, it's like 3 and negative 2, so put a line here going through, so it will be here to here. That's all. So solving open sentences involving absolute value and open sentences involving absolute value can change can be solved by first rewriting it as a compound sentence. Rewriting absolute value equation in inequalities. If x in absolute value is equal to n, then x is equal to negative n or x is equal to n. If x is in absolute value equal to less than n, then x is greater than negative n and x is less than n. If x is in absolute value equals to n less than n, then x is less than negative n or x is greater than n. So now let's solve some example. Absolute value of 2 plus 4y is 6 is less than 6. So 2 plus 4y is greater than negative 6 and 2 plus 4y is less than 6. So now move 2 to that side, so now negative 6 minus 2 is negative 8. So now divide by 4, so y is greater than negative 2. Here 4y is less than 4, so y is less than 1. So we graph like this: -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3. So answer will be like 1, circle 1, and then 2, and then draw a line here. You can't see it, so I'll draw here. This is the answer. So now let's solve another example. P in an absolute value and greater than 3. So listen to me. So now P is less than -3 or P is greater than 3. So the answer will be like, just draw the line and then -4, -3, -2, -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here is the answer. We can't see, so I will draw it here. The 3, because 3 is here, goes there, and -3 over here. So just this side, that side is free. Yeah. So now we're going to study the last section, graphing inequalities in two variables. The solution set for an inequality in two variables contains other pairs whose graphs fill an area on the coordinate plane called a half plane. So now let's solve an example. Y minus 2x is less than or equal to 1. So now it is 0 minus 2 times 0 is less than or equal to 1. So 0 is less than or equal to 1. So the answer is 0 and 0. X-axis and y-axis are 0 and 0. That's all. I hope you understand, and bye. And thank you for watching.